So I want to go ahead and put some materials on the floors. The walls are going to go away once we divide them, so they're not going to be a problem, but I want to put some materials on these floors. So what we need to do, they're going to be the same material. We're just using flat pieces for the floor. So the way you put materials on is you pick the form itself, so you have to go in and get the form, and you get a material and finishes option here, and you can click on this little gray box and add a material parameter. So I'm just going to add a floor mat, okay? And then I can also add it to this other floor. I'll add the same material to that. And then that comes up in your family types dialog box and you can apply a material to it. So if I click on this guy, it'll open up the materials. And actually let me delete that one. And you'll have all of these materials. And let's just make a new bamboo one. There's actually a bamboo in the Revit, this sort of light bamboo. So I'm just going to pull it up. And if you pick it, you would want to turn on use render appearance, and then I also want to put a surface pattern on it, so when we're in hidden line it has some lines on it. So I'm going to click on this foreground for surface pattern, and instead of a drafting pattern I'm actually going to use a model pattern. So if I go to the model, let me delete these, sorry I made a couple already. Then you can actually come in and create a model pattern, which means it will always be the same spacing. So like 30 millimeters will stay the same. The drafting ones will adjust based on the scale of your drawing. So I'm going to go to new fill pattern and I'm going to call it 30 millimeter. And I'm going to set the line angle to 0 and I'm going to set the line spacing to 30 and click OK. And click OK, and it's going to add that 30 millimeter spacing right to this. And then I'm just going to come in here and rename this material to Bamboo 01, and then click OK. Okay, so now it's going to assign that. And if I click OK, you'll see that it brings that in, and if I go to hidden line, you'll see that it's actually rotated. Now I don't know which one is rotated correctly. I would assume the bamboo goes this way and not that way, but you know, I'm not sure. So we need to rotate either the material or the pattern. So to rotate the pattern, you can go back to the material and do it there, or you can, so you could go to the manage and go to your materials and pick the bamboo and click on this guy and edit it and just type in 90, right? And click OK, OK, OK. And it'll flip it 90. If you wanted to rotate the material, you would do the same thing, except instead of rotating this, you would go to the appearance and click on this little image, and you can actually rotate that image here. I would think it would be this way, so I'll do this. So if I rotate that 90, right, and then I come into the graphics, and I come back and re-edit this and rotate that back to 0, they'll both match, but in the opposite direction, right? So now that's going that way, and if I go to realistic, it's going that way. So it's kind of up to you, however you want to do it. This guy is kind of repeating a little bit. You could go to the materials and go to the bamboo. If you go to the appearance, you can click on this guy, and it's rotated 90. So let's make this 500. Or let's make it 800. Right, you can see it sort of spreading it out. I don't know if that helps or not, but it gets a little wider. So anyway, that's the material. And you can do that for other things. I think we'll probably need to do it for the bamboo pole that I forgot to put it on. So, all right, so when we come back, we'll actually divide these guys up and put the bamboo in.